What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here with another episode of This is the Police. So the last time when we wrapped this up, I think we were just at the end of day 4. We had a couple of investigations that were currently ongoing, and we should just be going into the start of day 5? Day 5. Very good. Isn't memory a wonderful thing? Not at all. I cheated. I looked in my recycle bin. Okay. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Oh yeah, that was the dude. He was in the wee little cafe or something. I think we actually did a thing there. And he's the retired police officer, and he ended up shooting someone. A pregnant lady, I believe. Yeah, well, shit, it says it right there. I'm blind. Okay, retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots a pregnant woman. Nice. Real nice. Mayor Rogers. Rogers. City has no problems with racists. Okay. Go to work. Crappy car. No. Dialogue.
Why would a man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
Intense sound effects. Oh, they get better. Oh, damn. Reminds me a lot of The Long Dark, actually.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every
that
time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time. But he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run, and they demanded that we close our contract today.
And now you're making it my problem.
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in
That's
the
what I was just
crosshairs
thinking.
in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
On his balls. Jesus. Right, so I was just thinking that as it was coming up there. Again, I have seen this already because I've played through it already just as a quick test. But, like, he's talking about, like, his daughters there as if it's, like, kind of not his fault that they're in this situation. But it absolutely is. And he's trying to use them as a guilt trip now to get him out of, like, to get us to actually help him. Out of the fucking situation. That's not fucking cool at all. It's his fault that they're in this position as it is. Like, you can't use that as leverage then to try and manipulate us. So basically we've come to a crossroads here. what I get the impression is that you can refuse to help Kendrick, which is what I would personally do. But I'm afraid that that would affect the storyline and then not involve us with the mafia, and that's going to eliminate a certain amount of the gameplay. But I reckon even if I do click that, that I'm probably going to end up being pushed that way anyway. If we agree to help Kendrick, I'm aware from watching other people's playthroughs and then from my own personal experience of playing through this that you do end up helping the mafia and it's voluntary. But fuck it. No, I'm going to go with my personal feeling. My personal feeling would be to refuse him. He's fucking breaking the law. He's the one that's being a corrupt piece of shit, and he's the one that's endangered his family. So, fuck him. Throw him under the bus.
I'm not gonna lecture you, Frank. I don't think I have anything to say that you don't already know. I'm sorry for your family. I wish them all the best of luck.
I'm intrigued to see how this plays out now. Have we made a poor choice? We definitely did when we decided to buy this car. He shouldn't be a corrupt piece of shit. That's my logic. I was up all night reading an exciting detective story, doing work research, yeah, called The Last Temptation of Neptune. What? Okay, anyway, but I didn't have time to get to the ending. I'm almost certain that the killer was the salesman's ghost, but I can't rest out. No. That is not a valid excuse to not come into work. City officials want to demolish my house because of some bureaucratic error. If I don't resolve the problem today, my family's gonna have fun. Yeah, you can have the day off. That's fine, Foxman. Okay, I can't remember. I think he was actually one of the cops we hired. That also could be a far-fetched excuse as well. He could just be full of shit. Right, Birch's son is gone. Birch Jr. He ended up going for that bouncer thing, did he? What's B? You're mad. Oh, that means you're in from shift B. That's what that is. I was wondering there for a second. That had me worried for a moment. The wee little house means they're at home. And the wee little icon on the right hand side means that they have a rank. Okay, so we have a couple of a fair few ranking officers in this thing. Might be an idea now to start putting the ranks, doubling up on some of them. Maybe Grant, bring her up into the 200s. Let's do this thing! And we'll pick one at random. What one is this? Sing 'em by John Sangster. Let's go for it. Get that tune banging! I have to say, I absolutely fucking love this game. It's just so fun and interesting to play. I'm interested to see how the game is going to play out now that I've kind of burned you guy, and I was like, I'm not going to help you out with the mafia. Because I know if you go the other way, there's a load of options that you get as a result of having the mafia on your side. So I reckon the game is going to force me to have to work with them now. That's what's going to happen. They're going to ring me up and they're going to be like, oh no, this guy, his family is going to be dying or something like that. There'll probably be a bit of dialogue, and then that's going to force us to have to help out the mafia. That's what I reckon is going to happen, because I don't think they would cut off half the gameplay just on the basis of one decision there right at the start. But I do know that if you do say yes at that moment, I think it unlocks all those options. I think you get a call from Sans straight away. But I don't know, like, I was thinking that I should say yes and go with the option that I know opens up that gameplay, or should I go with what I actually personally feel is the right decision? And I reckon to make this more interesting, I should just, at least for me, I should go with what I personally feel is the correct decision to make. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain a reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Okay, so this is where we can ask for new doodads and toys. As you can see, there's 4 other boxes there, so we're probably going to unlock various other things as well. I think the Mafia one actually goes here. So we go to City Hall. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright, or accept only some of your requests. So only ask for what you need. Okay, so it seems to me, and this again is from my experience of playing the game, that you basically have to try and request the things you need, and so long as you do your best to meet the City Hall requirements and nail as many of your deadlines and all that type of shit, you should get the guts of what you ask for, unless you're shit unlucky. And if you complete 2 exits from which a few people have already fled. Okay, so now I assume that he has hostages, possibly. So do we enter the store through the main entrance, allowing the criminal to see us, but obviously exposing our officers to a significant amount of danger? Do we drive a patrol car right through the front window? Fuck yeah, man. Jean-Claude Van Damme style. Get right in there, smash that shit up. Or sneak up to the back door. You see, now, my personal feeling is that if we sneak into the back door, we're probably likely to spook the criminal and cause him to have like a nervous reaction, and then potentially that's going to get people killed. Whereas if we enter through the front entrance, he sees us coming. I don't know what the standard operating procedure would be for that type of shit, but this is going to be my option here. Okay, so he can see us now, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to give him options. So the stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. Right, so this is a tense situation. Okay, I wanted the criminal to see us because I didn't want him to get nervous and spooked. And I didn't want him then to react as a result of his nervousness. I wanted to give him the options of having what he thought was a commanding position and being able to discuss things with us. So that way I can then engage in dialogue with him. Okay, so we have Quiet Abdul. Fucking hell, man. Quiet Abdul, you're just making things more complicated. Yeah, let's shout at the hostage. You in the mask, shut your face and drop the weapon. Do we really want to shout at this guy and antagonize him further? Do you know what? No. You have silently take aim at the robber here. I think you just let him know you mean business straight up. Yeah, I think we're on the A game here. The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. Okay. I reckon we have him on the ropes. Okay, so there's 2 ways out of this shop. In cuffs or in a body bag. So basically, you can be a hard ass with him. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage. And again, you're just letting them know, you know, fucking, if that hostage goes down, you're going down with him, or I can just shoot him. No, let's just... Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Aced it. Fucking brilliant. And now all of them are a little bit better. Sweet. Let's see how... Oh, City Hall. It's one hot day, and a lot of people are going out for a swim. Last week, 4 people got drowned on the beaches of Freiburg, and the press is in uproar. Alright, we'll send somebody. And when Birch gets back, he's going to go to this joke thing that's over here, whatever it is. Got a report on that fight, and they were unsuccessful. I'm not so upset about Birch, because he's going to get sent to that crap shoot over there, but I am upset about Grant. I do want to get her leveled up. We're going to have to make sure she sticks with Stovall probably then for the rest of the day to get her some good experience. Speaking of Stovall, at an art gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing up the exhibits, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." Is anyone going to be back for this? We might just get away with it. I won't get Grant to it, but I might get Robbins. No, okay, Grant. They want us to send 5 fucking people. Send Stovall, and he may request backup. Okay, and an investigation has started. Me and my husband got into a difficult financial situation, and I was going to pawn an antique necklace, which has been in my family for many centuries. As I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop, someone ripped the bag from my shoulder, and I disappeared. I didn't have anything to do, have any time to do anything, not even cry out. I should probably reply to that person now in a second. Okay, the offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road and grabbed the bag and then escaped. I tried to race after him, but I didn't even have time to see if it was a man or a woman. Okay. I couldn't see his face, but he was dressed in a jacket, like those other bikers who hang around on street corners. Right. It was definitely not a local biker. They are bald and have beards, but this guy looked Asian, probably Japanese or Chinese. So, he was on a bike, drove down the road. Conflicting here, this person is saying it was an Asian person, and this person is just saying it looked like one of the regular bikers on the street. I didn't see a weapon in his hands, I just saw him grab that. So it's clear to me anyway that he's definitely driven down the alleyway or street and just grabbed it right off her shoulder. So now it's whether or not we establish whether this person is Asian or not. I think that's how we're going to proceed with that. Don't actually know this one, so this one is going to be new to me. And when Birch gets back, he's going to whatever this shit is. Unless there's a potential that we might level officers in which... Oh. This year's organisers of the Golden Beast suddenly changed the rules of the ammo. Actually, do you know what? I think I might send Grant to this, and... Oh, shit. We'll send Robbins. The reason being is I reckon they're probably going to get experience out of this, and it's probably going to be good for them to get easy experience where they can. They might even get about 30, 40. We on the go? No, we don't. Okay, so the robbery. We got 3 new frames. So, this is obviously post-robbery. This is him coming down the street. And this is him in the process. So that makes sense to go... Oh, fucking nailed it. Jesus Christ, straight away, like. Quan Yin Li. Would that be Quan? Qian? Qian Yin Lin. Lin. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking terrible at reading. Recently expelled from the university. Okay. So he was recently expelled, and as such... needed a few bop. We should probably get on this straight away. I want to see what this is. Vandalism first. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from the... He's in a fucking tree. Holy shit. Send Cubulus and Birch. Send Vandal and Birch. And then these two are going to go to... the Chinatown thing. Okay. We don't have SWAT to send to it, but I reckon these will manage. Hopefully now we'll level up our destruction of property. Ah, shit. God damn it, Stovall. You're letting the team down. Although, to be fair, they did want, like, 3 or 4 officers to go to that, so... It wasn't to be unexpected, but he can take a bit of a hit. That's not the worst thing in the world. Ernest Fitzgerald. Oh yeah, you see what I mean? They got so much. They got 55 fucking experience. We did it, Boyd. We won. The Ernest really knows a lot about shooting. We even taught us a thing or two. Invited us out hunting to celebrate. So we'd be taking today off. We deserve it. No, I didn't want that. That I didn't want. Now the 2 of them aren't on our fucking roster for the rest of the day, and we still got about 3 or 4 hours of fucking day to go. That kind of sucks. And we've got everyone else is out on call at the moment. Although no, the shutters are going down. We might be good. We still got Stovall on the go here, so we still have our ace in the hole. Now, I forget what's next here. What are we doing? The robbery. How did we do? We nailed it. Boom. Offender caught. They all get 20. Moser's going to get a big, tasty 100 here now for the case closed. So now the 2 of them are basically level. And we have a suspect in custody. Happy days. And a report on vandalism. Yes! Good sus. Vandal gets another 10 points. Birch is still the... Yeah. We'll make do with that. And I think that's the end of the day. So actually that wasn't the worst thing in the world. And we're after getting them brought up to a really decent position now. Wait, it was Grant and Robbins. Yeah. What shift is it? Shift A is starting to look pretty fucking sweet. We're at the end of the day. Looks like tomorrow's going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Yeah, we need more staff. Numada's starting to look pretty fucking tired. She has to come in tomorrow as well. I might take it easy on Numada. If she looks for a day off, I might let her have it. Okay. According to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. That's the cop, isn't it? Yeah. Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer sent to mental hospital. Mayor Rogers not afraid of the competition. God damn. Rough. Okay, let's start our crappy car. Any dialogue? I thought so.
Mr. Boyd, there was a man here earlier. He left you this.
A man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me.
This is
He
probably
was
as a result of the
talking on a
mafia
big
now.
telephone, you know, one of those portables. He gave me this envelope and left.
Damn. Okay, let's see about this.
I get the feeling we're going to be seeing a body here. I don't know how this pans out. I haven't seen a playthrough with this decision being used. Oh, motherfucking shit, cunt! Ha! Oh, no!
The photo could have been doctored, of course. But Sam doesn't go in for cheap theatrics. Kendrick is dead. His family is dead. And they probably died slowly and painfully.
Oh, dear.
But Sam's got a bigger game. He's not trying to frighten me. He's just trying to clue me in.
I had a feeling it was just going to force us.
I didn't agree to work for him on my own. So now they're just going to insist.
Well, fuck.
Boyd.
Good morning, Jack. I believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me. Like I was a member of your family. Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet. Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect. You're a simple policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off your phone. You start today.
Okay.
8 in 10. It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times, so that they'll help me with the remaining 8. 80 out of 100, 800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right? But now I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the only thing I can think, what's gonna happen to 8 and 10?
I'm still a little bit in shock after that picture. I had a feeling Amada didn't come into work today because she's fucking shit tired. So I'm actually okay with that. Yeah, don't know how to feel about that. Fuck. Yeah, so his whole family is dead. I suppose what we need to come back to there is that's not our fault. While we were given a choice to make the decision as to whether or not to help or not, we couldn't at that time potentially know what the outcome was going to be. So we wouldn't know if that the family was going to get killed, or if they were going to be beaten the fuck up, or if he was just going to let them go, or what the fuck was going to happen like that. At that time, this was his problem and not ours, and he was making it our problem, and he was also trying to rope me into it, and thus make me complicit in the same organization that was likely to fucking kill his family. So he was bringing that shit to our plate, so that's not our fault that his fucking family is dead. But at the same time, I can't help but feel that if we done something and actually decided to say yes, like, the outcome was going to be the same. We're still going to end up in the mafia one way or the other, but at least people would have survived. So it would have, like, is that how this shit happens? Is that the dark road you go down? You, like, one small evil for the greater good, and then before you know it, you're fucking capping people in the back of an alleyway for a mafia boss? Like, I don't know. I feel we were right to morally do the right thing, but it's had a shitty outcome. And I think that's the point of this game, is that even if you try and do the right thing, you just realize that the world is just this shitty place and you're still going to get shit all over. I don't know. Feels bad, man. Holy fuck. That was dark. That's really dark. I reckon we're going to get one more day in, and then I'm probably going to wrap this episode up. So let's have a lash in it and we see how things go. I can't remember what Shift B is like. We've got Kochi, Yancey, Purdy, Austin. We've got a couple of A-game players here now. I'm pretty happy with people once they get past like the 250 mark, so we're getting pretty close to 250. Tsubaki and Asano we need to work on, as well as Austin. Price, yeah. We'll get rid of her at the earliest opportunity and replace her with somebody decent. But we could hang on to her and just keep using her for the shit jobs. Yeah, that might eliminate her as well. Who knows? Our detectives are, they're looking okay. There's nothing fancy there. Mole is pretty decent. She's obviously had a successful investigation or two. So we'll go from there. I haven't gotten the blue one yet, have I? Oh, it's got a PM. No, we had that one yesterday. We'll go left. Bud meets Bob. Bud Freeman. Yep, let's hit that shit up. Ooh, white record. That'd be cool owning a record player, actually. That's something I don't own. I think there's a lot of vinyl here. I own a couple of vinyl things. Like, I saw them when I was at, like, a car boot sale, and they look pretty fucking cool. And I bought them just because they look cool, and now they're up on my wall type of thing. But or they were up on my wall. Not now at the moment. They're in a box somewhere, and they'll be going back up on the wall once I move. But anyway, Kwon Yin Lin turned out to be... That's a fucking tongue twister. Shit. Turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks. He could help you take down the gang and make him if you make him an informant. Okay. Or he could be full of fucking shit and just trying to save his own skin. But let's have a look. Ooh, 20 grand. There are a number of gangs of Freeburg, and that means there will be bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you will come across will be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. Okay, so that's the guy we have, and obviously there's 2 more guys that we could potentially get. There's another... Okay, so it's like a tier, it's a pyramid, and you need to work your way up the pyramid then to Jin Yang. So let's start investigating Ning Hei. This way you can get your hooks into gang members higher and higher up the food chain and ultimately take down the boss. And if you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished and you will get to claim a reward. There is also a reward for formally charging gang members. Whenever you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus, but your deal with that person is over. Don't settle for small fish. You use the small fish to catch the big fish. So we could just arrest him. But no, we're gonna start to investigate Ning Hei. Okay. Ning Hei hid the stolen antique necklace. Do you know what? I am going to put Mole on this because I reckon we're going to want a really strong detective when it comes to investigating the next one. And she's probably going to want that extra professionalism. So I reckon we'll just go with that. And holy shit. Right. Request result. You can now improve your SWAT team. Badass. Okay. Increase our efficiency by 50% or increase their endurance. They'll work 2 times a day. Let's go with endurance. We want that extra opportunity for them to do some... Holy shit! And we can hire another officer. Sweet! So we got an extra slot now on our roster to be able to hire a police officer. That's fucking badass, dude. Did you look at this guy with 800? There has to be a catch. There has to be a catch. He's an alcoholic. There's something wrong with this motherfucker. We hire him and we're gonna regret it. But I'm doing it anyway. What shift are we on? Shift B? Yeah, we've got Stovall on the other one. Let's hire this fucker for Shift B. Get this guy in to go. We do need a detective for Shift A. There's nothing really jumping out at me there. They look pretty average. Fucking 800, man. Look at this shit. God damn. Okay. No, there's nothing there really jumping out at me at the moment. Okay. Jack, you swore an oath to serve the city. If you can't serve keep your promises, we won't keep ours. Serve the city. That probably includes the black people that are in the city as well, you fucking piece of shit. Right. Okay, so this is also a task now from City Hall. Bao Liang gave several interviews in which I actually thought about my pronunciation there. Gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Masks gang. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. If you want to keep the people from panicking, you need to take down the gang within the next 4 days. Ugh. Oh, we might want to hire an extra detective, so or send detectives over from the other shift in order to get that shit done. This episode is going to go on a wee bit longer, but it's okay. Attempted murder. Well, fuck me. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. Well, is he a dick? I don't know. Should we let this go ahead? No, not at all. Okay, we're going to send a good officer and an average officer in the hopes then of improving our average officer. An investigation is started into the stolen property. Ning Hei is the is the faithful assistant of Jin Yang, a founding member of the gang. He's entrusted with the most serious jobs. I do apologize if I'm fucking slaughtering the pronunciation here. Ning Hei keeps his more valuable prizes at home while he arranges for their sale. He then brings them to the Wise Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have had an immediate buyer for the necklace, so Ning Hei brought it to the restaurant, and the same night it was stolen. Restaurant. Usually the restaurant is open around the clock, but it was closed that night before because an important deal was going down. Ooh. Ning Hei has a key to the restaurant repository. The valuables are kept in a safe under the bar. Okay. Right, well, we'll leave them to it, so, and we'll see how things go. We'll just pretty much wait now until shit happens. I think this is to let me know that I can hire... Yeah, okay. I was wondering what the number 1 was. If we go with what fair is here... No. We still haven't gotten the mafia shit yet. It did force us to go down that route, though, so I'm happy that it didn't just cut that portion of the game off. I didn't think it would, but... Oh, fuck, man. It feels bad, man, though. Jesus. His whole family, like... It's his fault. It's not our fault. You have to remember that. He got away! What the fuck, man? No! Oh... Oh... Feels bad, man. That fucking sucks. Right, there's a carjacking in process. Maybe we need to... Oh, I don't know. How do you fucking improve those... pieces of shit. Fuck you, Tsubaki. Okay. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying handles in hopes of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before the attendant could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the teen drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit, and fled towards the suburbs. Yancey... Asano. And Austin. No. Maybe. Yeah, fuck it, we're sending the three of them. Screw it. Let's try and get some levels up on these biatches. Coach will be back soon and she can help out with Purdy for whatever happens, and Price can do whatever shit tasks come up. Oh man, I can't believe they fucking failed. Jesus Christ. 300 and 150. They were both above average. Well, she was average, but... feels bad, man. Okay. Officers have determined the car thief's location. Catch up with the stolen vehicle and open fire on the poor kid. Yeah. Overtake the criminal and attempt to take him into custody. Overtake the offender and block the road. He's just gonna fucking reverse then. We're not gonna open fire. We're gonna attempt to take him into custody. Yeah, that was an easy one. Okay. That's good. We got some improvement there. A hostage situation? I'm going to try and wait for this to get back. Because I reckon we're going to need the extra officers. It ain't going to happen. Okay. A weeping child called in saying that someone was holding him against his will. They won't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me, and I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Right. I think it's bullshit. If this was a real life situation, of course, like, the police would be morally and legally required to fucking respond, but that's their job. I think if somebody calls, they're supposed to fucking respond, but at the same time, I think this is fucking shit. I think Price is gonna get here, and it's gonna be mom and dad weren't letting the fucking kid out to play. Or I'm gonna be horribly wrong and Price is about to die. I'm okay with that. Price is expendable at this stage. Or maybe she's a dark horse, and little do we know, she's actually the best police officer we have. We'll find out now in a minute. Okay, but at least we have a nice 6 officers available for shit. Christopher G. Sand. Jack, we're dealing with a moron refuses to pay his debts. Says that the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side the police are. Oh, fucking hell, dude. Well, who do we send to this? But there is something important about to happen, so I reckon we send Asano to this. And we have a look at this theft. Okay, we received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls that was hanging around his table lifted his wallet, which was carrying a couple of $1,000s in cash and several credit cards. Casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk. But the man isn't giving up so easily. And Austin. Okay. And then we'll go Yancey and Purdy to the next one, and then potentially Subaki, depending on what it is. Okay, we have a hostage situation. Fucking knew it. Wouldn't let him go out to play until he ate his broccoli. She called the fucking police. You piece of shit, child. Bitch slap that kid into the next century. Holy fuck. Could you imagine that in real life? Like, the fucking outrage. Holy Christ. Oh. I think, is there a fine for that type of shit? I don't know, like. Offender caught. Okay. Officer's unharmed. Right, we got Kochi back up to 300, and Austin is now at a respectable 250. Assault with a deadly weapon. We've got a fair bit of time, so I'm going to wait for all my officers to get back, and I'll probably want to be sending SWAT with this one as well if I have the option to do so. Okay. Well, you guys back, because we're definitely going to want Kochi on this one, I reckon. Okay, they're back. Oh yeah, well, you can send the full 4. At a parking lot exit, a security guard stopped a suspicious-looking van and asked to check the driver's membership card. The female driver reached casually into the glove compartment and then pulled out a gun and opened fire. Well, fuck. Send Kochi, Yancey, Austin, and Purdy. Gonna send the A-team to this one. Ain't gonna fuck around. Don't want any weak links in the chain. Want decent officers all fucking around on this shit. Lives are at stake. Gonna be a late night tonight. We're going past 11. Let's see how this shit pans out now. I'm concerned. Your officers can die on this stuff. Okay. Assault with a deadly weapon. A police cruiser has caught up with the perpetrator's van. Shoot out the criminal's tires. Try to run the van off the road, or use the bullhorn and order the van to stop. We already know she's open fire, but I think we have to give her the opportunity to surrender. I think that's a legal requirement. I think you can't just kind of go around brapping people left, right, and fucking centre. So we're going to order her to stop. Well, fuck. Right. The van takes a sharp turn and crashes through the window of a sex shop. And a woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant, and puts a gun to his head. Shoot the criminal in the head. I'm leaning towards that now. She's already opened fire at somebody. I mean, she could just be fucking shooting wildly into the air, but we know that she is unstable. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Confuse her. And then let go of that man right now. She is showing intent. We'll go with let go of that man right now. We'll give her a chance. Oh, thank fucking Jesus. Feels good, man. Okay, event caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. And 4 officers then get to improve. That's pretty badass. That's a good result. That is a fucking good result. And receiving stolen property. You got 3 new frames. So we're going to open the investigation. Okay, Ninghi is the faithful servant. Key, him walking in. Frame. Keeps most value price at home when he's sale. Wise dragon. The door. Around the clock. And an important deal going down. Restaurant. He has a key to her restaurant. Okay, and this is he, is it? It is, yeah. He's got a wee little fucking mohawk. Kept in the safe under the bar. Okay, seems as that's him opening the door, maybe? This is him walking into the bar, and then this is him walking into the safe. Hey! Fucking nailed it! Nihi, Chinese immigrant, hasn't officially worked anywhere for the past week. That was pretty straightforward, but that could have been the key for the safe, and I was getting worried about that. If we successfully complete this now, Mole is going to be a badass detective, and the Brito and Armstrong are going to be pretty average, so they can deal with a minor investigation after this. Gonna wait till the guys get back, and then I reckon we're going to try and get this one wrapped up now. I know it is pushing late on in the evening here, but I think they still only lose 1 bar of energy. No, I wanted to click! I wanted to click! Oh, as soon as they got back, it terminated. Okay, now we're going to have to leave that to the next day. Okay, we're going to end our day here. Dialogue, maybe? No, there is not. Okay, so I think that went pretty successfully. I don't think we did too bad. So I'm going to wrap this one up here. This is Gibboeire, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like down below and possibly consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about anything that happened in this video, leave them down below in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, Andy. Bye!